Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of Splinterlands TV for me, Holazor. I've been here for quite some time. Hope you guys are doing well. What am I going to do today? I'm in Diamond 1, thanks to letting Archmage run rampant while I had a busy weekend. So today's objective is going to be, can we possibly stay in Diamond 1? Can we push it to Champ 3 this early in the season? Probably not. But before I do any and all of that, a couple of important questions. How is everybody out there? How are you doing? Tell me. It felt like a command there. Tell me how you're doing. Hey, Butops. The other thing I want to do also is open up these Gladius cases, because I had a whole bunch of merits from the recent guild brawl that concluded. And I don't know, I'm hoping that I can add a few more quarters to my collection. Doesn't look like I'll be getting any epics here. Hey, Elephantium, welcome to you as well. So we got double rares in this Gladius pack, which is not so bad. Good spread across the splinters, although biased a bit to fire. Now we've got two more of these left. Gonna crank it all up and see what happens. Yeah, look, there's probably going to be a bit of llama spam today. Not gonna lie. Oh, there is an epic. It could be a Quora. Let's see if it is. Come on. Nope. It's a trap fell away, which feels infinitely less satisfying than a Quora. Because I don't really get to play Death all that much in Guild Brawls. Maybe that'll change in the next one. I don't know how many Guild Brawls these Gladius cases have been sitting here for, because I have clearly not been paying very close attention to my life. Couple of regular cards. I do like Witch of Warwick. That's not bad. That's actually really good. Captain Katie's a fantastic card. So that adds a few things to my stuff. But now it's time to lose some games by playing Llama plus Creatures. Thank goodness Llama plus Creature is turned off here by the Splinter being banned. So we've got Earthquake and Broken Arrows to contend with instead. Life Splinter is probably a good option here. What can we do with Life Splinter that protects us from magic? That also includes flying. I think I might throw over to the Dragon Splinter, but throw life in, because we can throw in Uriel. Seems pretty risky, but we've done it now. Truth Speaker can have a go. Where is Dr. Blight? Is it no neutral? Oh, it's not no neutrals. I was looking for something else, but I cannot have what I wanted in my team. Where is Dragon Jumper? We'll find them by looking for Snare. I don't know what I'm doing. I only got about 4 hours of sleep yesterday, or rather this morning, not even last night, just straight up this morning, because I did not get to sleep technically last night. So if I'm a little bit more brain dead than normal, because there's always a baseline level of brain deadishness here on my streams for familiar audience of members and viewers. Oh, that was a good start. That backfire was fantastic. Now, I need to get rid of that cleanse, and thankfully that cleanse is gone, so Bacteria will remain afflicted. think it's going to start to get a little bit sketchy here. Please survive, Mr. Dragon Jumper. Do some nice dodging. He's got to do an awful lot of dodging. Oh no, he doesn't have to do any dodging. Oh my god, I won. What is this? I'm sorry, Elephantium. I'm sorry I've defeated you. Actually, I'm not sorry. You were lucky that the llama plus creature combination was not available to me. No, wait. I was lucky that that llama creature combination was not available to me. You were unlucky because I would have played llama and mercenary or some variation of that, most likely. I can understand the words that I'm saying. Yeah, I was considering Whelp Herder, Dragon Whelpy Dude, you know, Mini. I know who you're talking about. I was considering that as well, but I thought, they don't have flying. Odd one's out. 44 mana. Nice and straightforward. Thankfully, again, Green Splinter is disabled. Now, I've got no idea what my opponent's going to play here, but there's a slight hint that they might be playing Life Splinter based on their time spent with Dragon Splinter. So, with Odd One's out and 44 mana, what is it going to be? I'm quite tempted to play Jotun. At the same time, actually no, let's play Jotun and then throw all the scattershot things in, because I remember from last week's stream when I had the one and the only Matt Clark in this very room with me. If you missed that, go to my YouTube channel and watch the stream replay where I played Jotun, but played everything that I possibly could that had scattershot in a bid to fool my opponents into thinking that I don't own a Conqueror Yasik, which is false information. But when you're a terrible player such as I, you need everything you possibly can to misdirect your opponent into thinking that you're vaguely competent at this game. They say that if you put 10,000 hours into something, you'll be really good at it. I've probably put 10,000 hours into Splinterlands, and I can confidently say that I'm not good at it. So whoever came up with that theory did not account for people like me. I'm up against Lux Vega. That speed could be a problem. I didn't bring any slows, did I? No, I did not. Alright, let's see. That was a good place for a scattershot to land. I'm really glad I brought the scattershot, because the blast certainly won't be doing much of anything with that Tidebiter sitting in that second position. But how good is that? We took out the Resurrection first. Now it's just a matter of, can we hit strategically enough with the remaining surviving creatures? The answer to that question is, oh, that was a good miss. That bought me an extra round of living. But now I'm in some serious trouble, because I don't think Uraeus can dodge a lot. Why did he take 6 damage? Oh, that's why he took 6 damage, because of that. Not the last stand, but the elimination ability that Legionnaire Alvar has. Let's go have a look at that ability by going and studying the neutral. Where are you, Legionnaire Alvar? The Death Blow. Death Blow is why he did 6 damage to me instead of the 3 damage that he was being boosted up to. So that was fun. If only I had dodged, I would have still died to Tidebiter the next turn. Tidebiter has no business costing 3 mana. They are like a 5 mana card. That's where I stand on that. Or rather, I don't really stand because they toppled me over quite handsomely and effortlessly in there. Gave me the false impression that I thought I could win, but I did not. I was defeated. They removed my feet. That's what defeat is, right? Okay, no armor, no magic, 16 mana. I feel like this is one for speedy, poisonous people. So we're just going to look at pure speeds. Oh, Wave Runner feels like an interesting choice, but that's not what's going to come along. I don't know if Serpent of Eld is a good choice, but I've chosen them. And then I'm going to throw a Kelp Initiate in. Tyrant Fiend can do something, maybe, possibly. Ooh, Tarsus is an interesting choice. Can Serpent of Eld dodge their way to victory? Well, they won't be dodging Chaos Agent because Chaos Agent cannot attack. That stun was very annoying. So far, so good with the dodging. Although now it gets far more sketchy. We need to dodge this Serpentine Spire. And we did. And that leads to victory. I'm not sure it's a deserved victory, but look, when you win, you win. You don't complain about the method or the mode of victory. Man, they have a Deep Swimmer and a Wraith. I can't play the Wraith, so that's okay. Well, it's Odd Ones Out and Fog of War. I feel as though we're going to need somebody with Force Field. So who's going to be our best Force Field creature? Nobody in fire. Nobody in that fire either. Nobody there. What about death? Oh, we got a couple of Force Field cards. So do we go... I think we're going to go Mimosa. Go the double Force Field up in the front. Try and... Oh, that's a lot of mana. Maybe not Mimosa. Maybe Lux, but then it only gives me 2 mana back. Which is probably not quite enough. So maybe we dump the Tortoisan Chief. Opportunity is going to be a big problem if I put low mana stuff in. But we've got Force Field and what's it called there? You know what? I'm gonna risk this. We can't go for 2 mana creatures, but we can throw in some 1 mana creatures. Throw in the Shadowy Presence. Chaos Agent is pointless, so we'll go Thorosa. Triage is probably largely pointless unless they bring Blast, but we'll see what we get out of our team. Oh man, Cripple. Axemaster, why you gotta do this to us? On the bright side, they don't have much defense from magical things. And a cleanse would have been completely and utterly pointless. Yeah, that's a loss. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile, winning is winning. I feel like you're channeling Fast and the Furious. There. I did try to watch the F1 last night, and I think that's something that has to do with my lack of sleep. It was the last race of the season, so it felt kind of worth it, but at the same time, it would have been better if I had just slept and then watched it after the stream tonight. but I probably slept through half of it, then woke up and then couldn't get back to sleep. So that's the story of my life uh, over the last 24 hours or so. Stampede and reverse speed. I feel the desert dragon calling to me. I really do. And I just want to make this card work somehow at some point. Perhaps today will not be that point. It's one of those things. She's got to do something at some point of her life. May as well be right now. Now, I really like Cave Slug, but I wish I could bring like a level 9 Cave Slug instead of a level 10 Cave Slug, because I don't want the slow to come into play. So perhaps I'm just not going to play the Cave Slug. I'm going to look at incremental speeds yet again. Sure. Blind feels like a really good idea. So does a cleanse. Perhaps also a secondary blind, but everything is tilted into the dragon working well. We'll see if that is going to be the case. Can they dodge the magic via phase? Apparently they are incapable of doing that so far. Oh, that shadow was delicious. But that resurrect was somewhat questionable. Where's my speed boost coming from? Oh, Brightwing. Why did I do that? Oh, beautiful. Look at this go. Look at that trample action. But we need a retaliate. Oh, come on. As if you didn't phase even once. What sort of garbage is that? I think it should be okay with the Dr. Blight hanging out in the back, considering he is now not in the line of fire and he has consecutively hit with affliction, if I can speak properly, affliction and poison. Oh, look at that. That's like 3 creatures from 3 that have been hit in the same way. Very beautiful. And the poison came through again. Yay. Even though Thiptha, which is so much fun to say, did nothing of consequence, I still won, which is great news for me. Is that the first time you've seen that summoner used in a victory? It surely is for me. May even be the first time I've played them in Diamond League. It's risky, but I don't care. I'm too tired to care. Okay. What an interesting rule set. Melee Mayhem on Lost Legendaries. Oh, we could bring that dragon. No, we can't bring the dragon in. It's an Obsidian squad. Okay. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna play melee stuff. So I'm going to hope that they try to use their Obsidian squad as per normal and build a little life team that's going to try to be as annoying as possible. 5 mana. I feel like I need to use range stuff. Let's go with Runeslinger. Wondering what's going to happen here. I'm never going to hit anything. That's what's going to happen here. Although that reflect was pretty delicious. But now I'm dead. I think my damage is too spread out to be effective for this particular battle. Yeah, my damage is all over the place. There was some sneak, there was the return fire stuff happening, and now I've got a poor little guy in the front that couldn't do anything. But hey, it was against Claybon. Claybon has been around since the dawn of time in Splinterlands as well, so fair battle. I lost to a worthy opponent. Not that there's any such thing as an unworthy opponent unless you match up against me. Then, you know, you've met a truly unworthy opponent. So we've got Lost Magic here and no Snake. I was going to say it makes me want to play Alistair, but that's the complete opposite of what you should be doing in this rule set. Maybe we can be creative with Jotun. And by creative, I mean horrendously aggressive and optimistic. We've got all these guys attacking from that position. We can throw in the Spark Pixies, who will also be attacking from within their positions. I'll throw in the Parasitic Growth as well, and then the Scorch Fiend can go here. Hoping they don't bring any thorns. We will see. This is an uncharacteristically aggressive team as far as I'm concerned. But if they bring Milo or Mycelia, I am going to die a very quick and painful death. Oh, look at that. They also brought a Jotun. Isn't that interesting? Well, I'm keen to see the outcome here. I don't believe I am quick enough to do anything of direct consequence because most of my guys are already dead. And then my guy that needed to do the attack has missed. So I believe we will be going back to Diamond 2 this day. Perhaps even back to Diamond 1, depending on how many times I foolishly hit the battle button. It's good that I'm losing. It means other people are playing. Because if I wasn't losing, nobody else would be playing because I'd be getting no matches at all. Now we've got Broken Arrows and Broken Healers, as I shall rename this rule set for this battle and this battle only. I think I need to do just Lux and Blue Splinter, and it's time for the one, the only, angriest, enragiest shark that is also a demon. And then we'll go the Tidebiter. And then I'm going to be... Oh, I can't be aggressive and use Runmancer Kai. That would be absurd. But it feels like it's something I should do. I was looking for healers for some reason. I should be looking for repairmen. What sort of repairmen can we find and bring along? A slow will definitely help our cause. Murderlike Guardian, probably not, because we'd be using a thingy where a thingy was not required. I'm very articulate today. Throw in that Chaos Agent and a little Torrent Fiend. Hopefully we've got enough speed here to do some dodgy dodge. I'm very glad they brought a lot of sneak, but the combination of their speed boosts and their slow might just get the better of me. Good backfire. Sad that backfire didn't work. Another good backfire. Sad that backfire didn't work. But hey, we got resurrected, so it's all good, but then we died. And the guy that probably should have gotten resurrected is dead. And very interesting that in my last 3 battles in a row, we have encountered Splinterfest attendees. 3 in a row. Can we make it a 4th Splinterfest attendee that will defeat me in battle simultaneously? Interesting facts brought to you by my fatigued brain. Do you guys see any of the high roller or the gambler titles in non-diamond league? I've seen them in gold and I've seen them in diamond, but I haven't managed to throw myself down into the depths of silver yet to see if they exist at some point down there. Keeping your distance, reversing your speed. I really wish Blue Splinter was available. We might go with a slow Yoden here. So, one of you. I don't know that Tinderlock is slow enough. The whole team doesn't feel slow enough here. Okay. Rightio. What about Wraith with a slow? Do we have... oh, if only he had Magic Reflect. He's halfway there. Does anyone have Magic Reflect that is also slow? Not really. Maybe Death Splinter, because then everybody could have Magic Reflect. Aha, let's do that. And then just look for Return Fire. And see who will work as a frontline creature. Now Onyx Sentinel makes a lot more sense. We can go find our Amplify. Kabbalist feels like a good choice. Is there a Silence we can bring along? There's a couple of Silences. That feels like a good idea. Now, we've got 3 mana left to use. I'm going to go with Life Strangler, Soul Strangler. I can read the words. We'll see how this plays out. Well, Ouster may have just been the best choice I've made in a very long time. But of course we get afflicted and poisoned immediately upon entry to the room. But Onyx Sentinel is reflecting with a vengeance, and now he's going to die. In fact, much of my team is going to die. Oh no, the shield made him live. Actually, this is going better than it looked like it would go. What a great win. Tactics, thought, mystery, intrigue, all of this and more in a single Splinterlands battle. Who'd have thunk it? We broke the streak of Splinterfest attendees though. So, according to today, the logic is if person did not attend Splinterfest, I win. Which means I should be winning a ton more games. Melee Mayhem, a weak magic, but only the 12 mana to come along and party with, which is not a lot of mana, considering that at least 25% of the team's going to be made up of a summoner. What do we have in the 3 summoner collection? If it's also going to be weak magic, do we have any return fire in this here Splinter? We do. I think Onyx Sentinel is a bit but what about something with piercing? I think it's got to be Tarsa. Yeah, let's go Tarsa because I feel like being aggressive. Read aggressive. I mean, also possibly really foolish. 3-3. This is not going to go well at all. 0. And good luck. Good luck, my dear cherished team. Good luck. At least Exploding Rats has True Strike. I don't know if Grenadier's going to save me. That armor is just so annoying. Come on, Exploding Rats. Let's go. Oh, you couldn't dodge. Garbage. I needed Exploding Rats to do all of the pew pew pew. They did no such pew pew pew. It was a very aggressive and foolish team. But did I have fun playing it? The answer is yes. Was it amusing to watch? Only you guys can answer that. So we'll see what comes at me next. It's a standard rule set, the best kind of rule set. And we have 40 mana to play with there. And of course Kalia makes an appearance. Do we just play the standard Kalia team? I'm really tempted to just take a screenshot of what I'm seeing on my screen there and just play it and let a dice roll determine the outcome. But with 40 mana available, I think I can do better than that. Because I don't see that they have a kitty, or at least evidence of a kitty. So we're going to go and try to make their life incredibly painful. Really wish Lobstradamus had some Void. Wish lots of people had Void in this game that don't. But we're going to go Wave Brood. And then we're going to throw some repairs in. So we've got a repair and a triage. We've got a double heal for our front line. What I'm looking for is some Void armor. It'd be preferable if that Void armor also had some shields. But given it's a fairly high mana match, I'm going to go Legionnaire Alvar. So that we've got the Giant Killer. I feel like Dr. Blight is a given here. What else can we get for 4 mana? Let's go with the Infiltrator. This is a very tricky team composition because it feels like everybody is stepping over everybody's toes for our positioning. Okay, I hate the Luminous Eagle. And hey, Bordel, welcome. Because that Luminous Eagle is going to do terrible things to my armor. Every single round, even though I've got that double repair cranking. Oh, they do have a cleanse. That's super unfortunate for me. But at least they don't have a cripple, so Legionnaire Alvar can be nursed back to recovery slowly and surely each round. Oh, this cripple is so good. The True Strike is also wonderful. Uh-oh. We have a death. But that's okay, because my opponent also had a death. And the good news is, I don't have to deal with killing Shieldbearer twice. Instead, I just have to deal with somehow competently getting through the rest of their team while I'm being assailed from each and every direction by things that are trying to stop my team from being alive. I really need to get to that Brightwing in order to be properly effective. But the cripple is such a pain. Just wasn't penetrating that armor. And the cleanse came through before the poison could process its destructive damage. And there I am, back into Diamond 2. Like the terrible player that I am. So champion will not be achieved today. It will be commiserated. A lofty goal. Oh man. Reverse speed. Stampede. It's like this rule set's made for the Desert Dragon. It's very tempting. Let's do it. Insert the abbreviation YOLO. None of you people look very enticing there. Sure. Halfling Alchemist. That's something we don't see every day. And then a Mycelic Morphoid. And then, no, not a slow. Definitely not a slow. Alright, let's see if we can trample the enemy to death with a Desert Dragon while trying to survive. I'm probably going to get wrecked by a Cursed Windaku or a retaliating Tarsus 9 mana retaliation machine. Forgotten One. That's who I was thinking of. Probably going to get destroyed by either one of those things. But it'll be really interesting to see what other things could come out of this battle. You could always do Llama plus Creature here as well. I resisted that urge because I don't have a very good win-loss ratio with Llama plus Creature these days. Playing in Modern League now, not unleashing Llama Hydra. Not that I would be able to in this particular mana set. Is sad and depressing. Why is my opponent taking so long to put their team together? It's not fair. They're actually using their brain, unlike me. Ooh, this could be rough, but at the same time it could be really nice. Because the Desert Dragon is gonna be an angry boy that gets to trample. Oh, how did he miss Dr. Blight? Why and how? I demand to know, because now I'm going to get poisoned, aren't I? Yep, but that's okay, because Desert Dragon gobbled them all up. And congratulations to me, I'm back into Diamond 1. It's going to be a never-ending seesaw. Up and down through the ranks until I get to a point where it's like, okay, it's time for bed or something. And then I just give up entirely. All right. Everybody has a thorns and it's evens. So if everybody's going to have thorns, I feel as though I should be playing stuff that has return fire. And if I play it with Ouster, then I will be able to kill everything. I don't know that Phantasm is possibly the strongest choice, but it feels like the obvious choice for a strategy where I want to capitalize upon amplification. Yeah, we'll slow down the enemy. But at the same time, I do think that Weeding Warrior is a great choice. Let's actually drop Fanat Core, because there's so much mana available to me here. I'm going to go with Cane Ace, which for some reason reminds me of High Ace, the Toyota van. But he looks like the type of guy who would drive a High Ace. I think so, at least. If they do bring magic, I want them to pay dearly for that. So is there any other magic reflections we can bring in the back line? There is. So everyone's going to hit Darkawan. Cornelius is going to protect us. Actually, no, Cornelius can go there. Then we have 11 mana left for something else. So let's just go by mana cost. And the choices are very limited. I like Reflection Shield, actually. So let's go Revealer. That way, if they do go down the path of bringing any such joys, we can possibly do okay. It's all about Weirding Warrior surviving for the longest period of time. My opponent has done a similar thing. The only thing they aren't reflecting back at me is magic damage. I could have potentially benefited from a triage. And the other thing that I probably could have benefited from would have been a passive creature sitting in my front line. Oh, yes, the Thorns get the kill. I'm still not going to win, but my vengeance and satisfaction factor was high enough. That was a big loss for me. 68 rating points handed to my opponent there. Sadness in my brain manifests, but it's okay. I've got plenty of time left in the season. Melee Mayhem and Close Range. Sadly, my favored Llama Cornelius option is unavailable. So maybe we're going to try something quite esoteric. I'm going to go for a dodge tank, and that dodge tank is going to be Spark Pixies. And we're going to see what else is super quick and try and build a team around quick, ruthless, brutal individuals, such as the infamous Scorch Fiend, known all around the world for how brutal it is, right? I'm glad I have that True Strike in first position. But that armor, oh, that makes me so angry. Okay, let the fragility commence. Why couldn't you dodge the magic? Come on, man. That was my mistake here, not bringing any magic whatsoever into my team. And with Dr. Blight's camouflage, I can't get to him. Oh, that's frustrating. It's the slowest creature, beat all of my quick creatures, because I didn't consider the fact that magic could come into the picture and wreck me as it did. Learn these lessons. Please, please learn these lessons. It's time for Llama plus creature. Even though there's significant evidence that they have all the counters for Llama plus creature. No, we're not going to do Llama plus creature. I'm going to go Ilthian and build upon the whole, hey, you know, it would have been great if I played something that was passive. That's what I'm doing right now. I feel as though Cripple would be useful. perhaps a herbalist. And you know what? A lens master can come along as well. And Soulfiend can chill out in the back. Welcome to Poor Team Compositions, a story by me. Published by me. Fact-checked by me. Although you don't need to do much fact-checking to perceive the fact that these are poorly put together teams. Yeah, I would have regretted Llama plus Thing, because I would have gone Llama plus Grund in this situation, even though, you know, Thorns was a pretty significant and obvious part of the rule set. I should have brought an Amplify if I was focusing so highly on all of this fire returney stuff. That double triage is extraordinarily problematic. As is that scattershot poison from the acid shooter, because if they get my truth speaker, it's going to be very much all over. We are slowly but surely digging into that failed summoner. Yay, marginal success. We'd like for more than marginal success at this point, though. Oh, the misses. Excellent. Additional success has been manufactured. And now I think I'm on the home stretch. Good. I love the fact that that missed. Be really funny if the Naga Assassin managed to kill my entire team with backfire. But I'm glad that they didn't. That's a pleasing outcome. And perhaps if we click on the enemy guild name for some unknown reason, if we win another game or two, we might find our way back into Diamond 1, from whence we came. I don't like this. They've got a Wraith, they've got an Ilthian, they've got a Mylor, they've got a Brighton Bloom. So I need a pretty balanced team here. I'm thinking magical scattershot. I don't know that that's the best idea that I've ever had in my life, but it's an idea. So Ifrit Elder, Techno-Wizologist, some dispelling. Dr. Blight must attend, for our team is certain to not go well. Countess and Nash feels like a decent idea for some reason I don't quite understand entirely. Hey, Sai Tutu Leo, welcome. And who's going to be the big old greedy tank? I kind of feel like Septic Slime, because they have a stun. And that's part of the rule set. Oh goody. They perhaps have fallen into my trap. I'm going to have an enormous speed advantage here. Oh, I needed to hit the High Priest Darius again, though. That double blast. Okay, come on, Scattershot. Into the High Priest Darius. Drat. Hit the wrong spot. But that fury was indeed very furious. Okay, where are you going, Ifrit Elder? Good hit. That was actually a really nice hit. Okay, can we do it through Last Stand? Probably not. Not enough damage. So, don't think I'm going to get back to that Diamond 1 today either. I can try my best. No healing. Knockout. Alright, so who has the most immunity stuns? Well, I don't think I should be going Kitty. What else had speed? Lux Vega had speed. Quicks remove speed. I think we're going to go Lux. We want as much immunity as possible. Death? So I'm planning on using Almo. I'll go with life. So we're going to throw Almo into the front. I really wish Almo had backfire. Almo doesn't have dodge. What is this? I thought Almo had dodge. Ah, he has phase. He could use dodge. Okay, so we've got our immunity sorted. Now we need stuns of our own that are not like obvious stuns. We want sort of like, oh look, they happen to bring stun along. How clever. That cleanse is pointless. What about, oh, I know. We throw him in. Then we've got protect. Then we can go with Junker. We will do some repairing work. And I've still got 9 mana left to play with. And I think that 9 mana is going to come the way of a Sandworm. Because why not? Well, this could be interesting and also simultaneously tough. There's no void armor involved here, sadly, for me. I should have brought an amplifier. Why on earth didn't I bring an amplifier? Oh, we just need one hit. There we go. Because we were very lucky to hit with that stun. At the same time, I don't necessarily want to kill that lurker because then I have to kill it again. Although that didn't prove to be all that difficult. Looks like I'm on the victory path here, maybe. Maybe. Oh, the misses. Come on, Billa. Yes. Oh, it's looking like a victory path. All right, it is. Excellent news. It's always satisfying when you beat someone from your own guild. In fact, it's more satisfying. Alright, maybe Diamond 1 is back in play after all. 99 mana cap. Fire and regret. I think there's one choice here. It's going to be Llama and a whole bunch of creatures. Question is, of course, going to be which creatures. Unicorn Mustang. I really hope that my opponent doesn't have a Mylor, because if they do, I am not going to have a pleasant time at all. My Slick Slip Spawn is going to come along. Now we need some triage. I was going to use the Dampier, but I don't feel like that is the wisest thing to do. Triage and heals. Amplification there. Actually going to put my Slick Slip Spawn just behind the Unicorn Mustang. That way, if they're hitting with Blasty Magic, which they probably won't be because there's not any Blasty magic other than the Technomancer. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I can't search for the Slipspawn monster. I need to search for its ability. Taunt. Well, maybe the Lurker could be a better choice. No, they don't have Force Field and it's a 99 mana match. They'll get shredded. Okie dokie. They too have a Slipspawn in play. I was very careful to not play any ranged creatures for this battle. A little bit sad that Oaken Behemoth can't do stuff from the position that he finds himself in, but I probably should have put that Slipspawn in the third position instead of where I placed it. But it looks like we're doing okay at the moment. The relentless return fire is wonderful. And what's going to be great about this is if Slipspawn survives to the point where their Cron gets that last stand, which is also looking incredibly likely, their Cron will just be doing a single damage. But first, their Cron has to get through Unicorn Mustang, which might be a feat in itself because of the Void. That team was brutal. Absolutely brutal. That was wonderful to watch. I kind of want to cherish that match for as long as I may live. It felt amazing. It was like I knew what I was doing the whole time. Felt good, and it got me perfectly to my 6th chest, put me into Diamond 1, and 22 season chests, which feels a little bit low in the context of a whole season, but they're champion chests this time around. Alright, we got close range and a 52 mana cap. I think there is no better option than Shield Bearer or Magic Reflect or Shatters. I mean, if they're going to play Shield Bearer and they're going to play Wraith, how am I going to kill that? I think I need to go Scattershot. Scattershot, and do we have any piercing? Go along with that Scattershot. There's a bit, but I think it's going to be down the blasting path instead. Oh, these people are all so incredibly fragile. So if they hit in the wrong spot, or the enemy happens to play Ilthian, that would be really bad for me. Do I want to use Grum? I kind of want to use Grum. Let's use Grum. Actually, Lurker could be a great choice. Let's go with Lurker. That way we protect all these fragile people. Are we going to have armor? Does Yasik bring armor along? No. He just gives everybody piercing. Okay then. So we're going to go with Lurker. Who will benefit from piercing? Phineas. Phineas always does lots of damage. And then we'll bring Flamesmith along to try and break down any armor. Well, that's probably what I was expecting to be up against. Hoping that the scatter shots don't hit Shield Bearer. And of course, where do they hit? First time around. Bang. Right in the return fires. All of them into the return fires. Which is you know, not difficult to do. Really? You didn't miss a single attack? Come on. And then there's another unlucky scatter shot. See, I would have spread out the Cornelius a little bit more. That was a great snipe. But it's too little and it's too late. And it's a death. And back to Diamond 2. Yeah, that battle did feel rigged. Felt absolutely rigged. Because I knew what I was going to be coming in against. The Cornelius sort of threw the spanner in the works. But yeah, it would have been nice if the scatter shot had hit Dr. Blight. It would have been nice if the lurker had dodged. Lurker's just trash. Put that on the record. One of the worst cards in the game. Keep your distance. Target practice. So everybody's going to have snipe. I'm going to be really, really troll-like here. Because if everybody's going to have snipe, Almo, you're in second. Cornelius, you're not going to be in first. You're going to be in third. Caledon's going to be up in the front because Void. Yes, and finally, I want something with Scattershot. Bloodmaker will do the trick. What are we going to use the last 3 mana for? Let's go with a Snipey Poison. Now the plan here is to have Almo become enraged, dodge everything, and then laugh all the way back to the place. Now he's been hit. Hopefully he just dodges everything else at this point. Of course your scatter shot hits the only creature on the entire team that has return fire. Oh, that's not how it's meant to work. Oh no. No, that was working exactly as it intended. It was this guy who failed us. And you know who failed us the most? It was me, because I'm the one who clicked the buttons to choose those monsters. But I can get over that and become a better person. Yeah, I mean, Almo was awesome doing lots of dodging there. He just stood there and took it. Bring back Dodge Master Almo. Armored up, close range. I don't do giveaways here on my streams, Lord Yasik, but when other streamers do, they let you know about it. What am I going to do? Can't go dragon. Oh, Mimosa. Sloan. I think it's gonna be... If only I could play Ilthian, but also use a blue creature. Because I feel like that's what I want to do. I'm going to engineer myself a potential defeat here by playing a Quaddus. Demon Shark is going to be our best boy. Murdhampy is coming along. Is it 4 mana for the Swiftness, the Cleanse, and the Amplify? It is 1. Where is? There it is. It costs 2 mana. For some reason I thought that cost 1 mana. I was incorrect. This is going to be a horrific and very weak team, revolving entirely around dodge. That's not going to happen. Oh, Murdhampy is going to get absolutely trashed and murdered in the back. There's a nice cripple. Oh, we got a kill. but we're poisoned in the back line, which is very troublesome. We got a backfire. We have a backfire. We got some damage given to us by our summoner. That's all I wanted to see. Single backfire. It's enough from me. You'll also notice that I've intentionally put these flying creatures at the back, hoping that they were going to do a better job of dodging. There we go. That retaliate is what I was also looking for. And, well, through some sort of random twist of fate, bear witness to the mighty Aquatus, the mighty, vengeful, redemption-inducing Aquatus, who saw us win, not through skill, but through possible RNG. Hey, again, as I said earlier, doesn't matter how I win, as long as I win. Put me back into Diamond 1. Prepare to be dropped back to Diamond 2 now. Oh goody, we have an opponent who has a llama. And they're not afraid to use it. They've used it several times. Excellent. Now, we have equal opportunity present. It's time for Biz Kitty. And it's going to be time for anyone, everyone, in fact, that has double strike. So I'm going to go through the... if I can learn to type. Go through the splinters here and observe that Dragon indeed has 3 double strikes. Fire had 0. I know Earth has got at least 1, aka Grund. The other option is going to be to look at the life splinter for any double strike, because I kind of want to bring in a bloodlust creature along the way. I think this is going to be potentially a good idea. And Lurker is not going to be a great idea, so let's just ditch Lurker entirely, because we want someone who can actually tank. Is it going to be Time Meddler? It's going to be Time Meddler, but then I still can't fit what I want into the team. Oh, so frustrating. Maybe it's going to be Onyx Sentinel. That gives me room for a Jared Scar to sort of chill out somewhere here, maybe there. Yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm very glad I went with double strike. Once we've got that slip spawn out of the way. Oh man. I forgot about the fact that they have opportunity as well. I thought it was a one-way street. I was wrong. Oh, Jared Scar, get going, son. Get going. More power, Jared Scar. More power. Okay, let's go. Beautiful. That void, that shield, that Jared Scar. That kitty also. Ah, it was Asher. ABH 12345. They've been around Splinterlands since the very beginning as well. Okay, so that's a good luck streak. 2 victories in a row. But I'm not making any progress upwards. I'm going downwards. 81% ECR left, so I've got plenty of opportunities to see myself tumble back down the rankings. Water Splinter seems popular. They also have a llama, but Rise of the Commons. I feel as though it might be time for Pelacor Mercenary. Because I love Backfire. I feel like Backfire is one of the finest things in the game. There's also going to be a need for Silent Chavi. What else? I've gone Dallin because I'm thinking that Cripple's going to be pretty awesome here. So that's a sneak. That's a poison. Redemption could be fun. What have we got? We'll go Zenith Archer. And we'll defend ourselves at the rear with a Chaos Agent. Life Sapper goes there. Soul Strangler wants to survive as long as possible to dole out as much poison. Silent Chavi is in place to try and get through any pesky armor. I instantly feel that Dragon Camilla Sungazer with Dampier Infiltrator is a way better option than the team I've just played. But my opponent disagrees and they've gone Jotun without any sneak. Oh dear. So no dodge. Brilliant. There goes a nice little redemption. There goes a miss. That's a loss. Not even going to bother watching the rest of that. At least it kept me in Diamond 1, which is good. But I'm doubtful that I'll continue to stay there. Target practice. Everything has snipe. Heavy hitters. All monsters have the knockout ability. Okay. This one could be quite fun. Yes, Deceiver worked flawlessly, as per normal. Okay, if everyone's going to have snipe, let's give them something to snipe at. I think the most effective thing for them to snipe at is going to be a Conjurer. It's because I was lazy and I didn't buy the missing BCX for Fern Heart. And now I feel really poor because I've had a lot of real world bills pop up and I have struggled with an on-ramp to Hive to buy those BCX, but it is such a good time to buy those BCX. And I'm sitting on a little bit of DEC. I foolishly got 2 Lux Vegas. I tried to sell one of my Lux Vegas and still haven't managed to do that. And now that it's dropped in price, I'm not sure that I want to sell it anymore. So I've sort of put myself in the situation where it's like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I've made some poor choices. And that is exactly what I've done. What I need a tank. I need a tank to sit in front of the Conjurer, because Conjurer is going to be the target of the snipe. I like Chaos Agent, but they're too expensive. Maybe Old Mate. Also possibly too expensive. But that Blinding guy. Maybe a Zenith Monk, because I'm running out of time here. And then a Chaos Agent to protect the Alchemist, and then we'll throw in the Soul Fiend so we can be like, lol, we run quick. Oh, that's not going to go well. But we do have Return Fire on everybody. Yes. Oh, wait. That wasn't a dodge. We got crippled and we got poisoned. And we got snared. But hey, we got a kill of some sort. Oh, and of course we got poisoned on the first go there with the Alchemist. That's garbage play by me. At least I'm still in Diamond 1. I don't know how I'm hanging on. It's time to let go of that ledge. Collapse back into the salt mines of Diamond 2. tilt into my losses. I don't know why. I feel like I'm taking my losses way more personally today. Okay, this is not a Llama Mage game because it's Equalizer and it's Super Sneak and it's also really low mana. It's gonna be a does Fire have anything with Life Leech? Is that the one ability that Fire Splinter is missing? I think it might be. Because Enrage with Life Leech would be so much fun. Perhaps we're going to have to go with Opportunistic. No, that's not what I meant. I meant Scavenge. Scavenge or Life Leech. It's all good. Combined with that Super Sneak. Oh, there's so little mana available here. Maybe Skagor is not the right choice. Maybe it needs to be Tarsa. But do we have anything at all with Thorns? Oh, we don't need something with Thorns. We just need something with Retaliate. Maybe that's what we'll do. Oh, but then we're playing like one creature. This mana cap is so bad. It's not enough mana to put together the team I'd like to field. I guess it's just going to be Forgotten 1v the world. And yes, Xe, all of the cards that you see in this game, excuse me, each and every one is a NFT, an NFT on the Hive blockchain, which I'm sorry, Retaliate, good, which is unlike possibly any other blockchain that you've used before, because it is not based on Ethereum virtual machines and such forked codes. Hive is from the ground up. Well, it's a fork of a crypto called Steam, and all the smart contracts that make all of this run are sort of running on side chains and exciting technical things that has awesome scalability. The only thing you need is a little bit of power. So if you're familiar with something like Tron, you need to power up some of the native Hive crypto to get resource credits so that you can transact on blockchain. But it's quick and lovely. It's one of the best actually functional blockchains that are out there. And importantly, it's a working thing. And yeah, I don't even know what happened with that battle. I was too busy rambling and talking about how awesome the underlying Hive blockchain is that Splinterlands and many, many other things run upon. Noxious Fumes is our rule set. Earthquake is our other rule set. So flying guys are not going to get wrecked. I think it's a perfect opportunity to go and be completely and totally obnoxious. Biz Kitty, Life Splinter, Krallis. We now have a double heal with immunity and flying, so we can't be poisoned. We can't be snared, so we're not falling down. What we can be done is we can be giant killed. So I need to take that into account when selecting my team. I need some sort of giant killer to approach the enemy with. Maybe it's just a desert dragon. I'm doing it. I know they don't have flying, they don't have immunity, but it's happening. Some cleanse. Some cleansity cleanse would be nice. That's a lot of health. Let's do that. May not be the perfect way to approach the problem, but it's my way. And then for 3 mana, I don't know. I like Thunderbird. Everyone says Thunderbird's terrible, but I'm going to bring a snare because that's more sensible. So let's do that. Do Uriel first. No, never. I hate Uriel. Uriel can not exist as far as I'm concerned. Watch Uriel get destroyed. Not even get resurrected by Uriel. I hate Uriel. I think they are a very, very overrated card. Or Hail, the Desert Dragon. A much lauded, impressive, fearsome, unmissable Desert Dragon. Well, that was their one shortcoming there. They got stunned. But that's okay. They got cleansed. That was a good one. And I apologize, Elephantium, for defeating you in that way. I hope you've learnt your lesson. You never use Uriel the Purifier ever again. Burn the card. It's useless. It's pointless. Send it away. I'm sorry that I'm being so brutal here. I just have to make my opinions known. Of course, they are my opinions. So many cards I've ragged on tonight. Uriel, Coriol Lurker, both of them in trash tier as far as I'm concerned. I know that they're very useful, but it's rendered so it won't let me burn it. What a shame. You know, it would be really ironic if you were renting it from me. You probably aren't, because I don't think I've got a secondary max Uriel. But I've always wondered if someone has defeated me in battle using a card that they're renting from me, because it's kind of like you picked up my own weapon and hit me with it, and that hurt. I'm sure people have done that before. It's gotta be somewhere that you can scrape that data. My brain is not capable of doing such things. Alright, Rise of the Commons and Equal Opportunitat. What are we going to do here? It's probably got to be Blue Splinter, but they're probably going to play that. So we're going to need to bring a Rust along. Oh, that's a terrible choice of a Rust. Okay, maybe we go for Native Rust via Wizard of Eastwood, and then we just play whatever we want. I'm gonna try and be ridiculous here. I'm gonna play the Slip Spawn, and then I'm just gonna throw healing on it, like just obnoxious healing, because then the Slip Spawn will take all the stuff. The card I wanted here is not here. Hey, Walk the Grid, welcome. Good to have you with us. Chaos Agent isn't really going to make much of a difference here. Neither is the Mycelic Morphoid. But if the Mycelic Slipspawn fails, everything... Oh no, they've got Cripple. Oh no. Oh no. So I thought this through a little bit. But clearly did not think this through enough. I don't believe I'll be winning that match. I'm skipping it. I'm not. And I just gave Plateau Zero an enormous amount of RP to add to their 4-game win streak. Oh, that is painful. Painful and demoralizing. But yet, somehow, I persist in Diamond 1. I'm just this Diamond 1 zombie that refuses to go back to Diamond 2, even though that's probably where I deserve to be right now. 36 mana. Pretty sure we're going to be seeing Lux Vega up close and personal. Well, we're going to be seeing Lux Vega and Death Splinter, I'd wager. My immediate instinct is to play Fire. But then if they go with a green team, I'm very vulnerable to other stuff. So I'm going to play Fire and just be like, yeah, this is happening. Bloodlust via the Grum of the Fireblade. Maybe we go Forgotten One. This is getting very Oh, they can't play a magic team. Okay, no, this could work. So, Forgotten One at least then can retaliate if they're in the very back position. Added bonus, they have immunity. I think Phineas is probably more useful. Poison is probably useful as well. They bring opportunity. I am going to die very quickly. Why am I using Yasik here? Why would I not be using... Enraged Town? Then we can throw an Antminers in. And potentially live a little bit longer. Okay, the good news is we didn't bring any sneak to anger that cursed Windiku. The bad news is they have cripple. Nice, we poisoned that cursed Windiku. But the Thorns is very quickly destroying my Uraeus. Come on, man. You needed to retaliate a lot more than what you actually did there. Now we're going to get poisoned and crippled to death here. The Enrage has not functioned nearly as well as it should have. Thank you for stealing the kill, Phineas. Cheers, bro. It's not the ideal way of proceeding. Oh, good miss. Okay. Oh, really? You retaliated on the part that would have gotten Grum started on his kill streak. Oh, that's really frustrating. Really, really frustrating. Okay, so I got absolutely destroyed. And yes, welcome back to Diamond 2. Now I get to jump on the seesaw again and try and catapult myself back. Alright. Noxious Fumes. What has immunity? And... I am thinking... This is a bad idea. Don't ever try this at home. I know I trash on all these random cards and then all of a sudden I'm like, I'm going to do this. Because I think it's tactically sound. And then you have an omniscient narrator in the background, but it was not tactically sound. We've got our Amplify immunity. It's a double immunity. Let's hope they don't play Kitty with True Strike. That's actually a risk. Let's play Kitty and then we'll have True Strike. Now we want Water Splinter. And we want all the scavengers. Ooh, we still have more mana. I guess we can throw in... No, we can't throw in that life leech. But we can throw in a... No, we can't throw in that cleanse. Oh, we've got 8 mana. Learn to mathematics. Is there another immunity I can play? Yes, but nothing really all that effective. What about something with a heal? Maybe something with a tank heal. Yes. Let's do that and see how this goes. Oh, I've already got a heal. Why would I do that to myself? Okay. That's a lot of triage. That's a Krallis. That Krallis is not something I'm keen on fighting here. I'm very grateful that my opponent does not have a cleanse. It's not going to help me out because Krallis. So we can't afflict the Krallis. Dr. Blight is exceedingly fragile right now. This is not what I had planned. Good. Oh yes, resurrection. Beautiful. In fact, that's way better than I had planned for. Now, it's just a matter of destroying all the support apparatus around Krallis. And then our focus can be... Oh no. Oh no, I lost my healing. That's not good. Okay, now take out that Brightwing, but you're gonna go for that guy first. Okay. Brightwing could be a problem. Actually, yeah, they're gonna be a big problem. No, they're not. Magic Reflect is awesome. I'm pretty sure I can win now, because Almo can outlive Krallis potentially. Because he's going to be reflecting. I better win this. I better win this. It's going to be a long battle to get an outcome from. Just hoping it doesn't go to that max number of rounds and ends in a draw, because a draw is basically a loss. I mean, we're all healing back to full health, but the important thing is I have more full health than my opponent. I also have more speed. Okay, get going, a little fatigue. Do your thing. They're down to 8 health. I'm still recovering back to full. Problem is I'm going to lose Dr. Blight now. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I know. Kinjo's just like, yo, I heard there was a battle. I'm here, but what am I meant to do? That worked out okay. Gets me back into Diamond 1 again. It's like in and out of Diamond 1. Just can't find a place to call home. I guess that's why my name on Discord has always been, well, at least in recent times, it's been Holazor the Homeless. Because I can't find a home. Whether it's Diamond 1, Diamond 2, Champion. It's just all over the place. Okay. I think we need to use that Demon Shark this time around. Oh, that's really brutal combination. Let's go with a Vega Lux. Now we want, very importantly, Rust. Not sure if I want double Rust. I feel like I could, but I'm not going to. Life Leech is definitely coming along, and Scavenge can also come along. Feel like I should have a heal of some sort here. Maybe we go with Kitty, because then we can just never miss, and then we've got another heal in place, and that opens up many more options for our 7 mana, none of which are legendaries that are available, sadly. Wave Brood is just out of the question. I guess I could dump Parasitic Growth, throw in Wave Brood, and then bring along a Cleanse. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Cleanse. Alright. Feasting Seaweed can go in second. Actually, Kelp Initiate can go in second. I'm glad I'm not using Blast because Tidebiter will just ruin me. Coral Wraith can go there, so Murdhampier will take any potential blast damage. Oh, I'm so glad I went with this composition because now I'll be never missing. And they've gone with the blind and the accelerations and all that fun stuff that makes life really super difficult. And the demon sharks have metabolized one another on the battlefield. I don't know whose is whose. We cannot see which demon shark has dominance over the other demon shark. Thankfully, it's my demon shark that's established the dominance. What a bizarre representation of battle. My demon shark is now dead. That happened rather quickly. Thanks, Deep Lurker. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, so I was going to get the David Attenborough voice going, but I wasn't thinking quickly enough along those paths. Okay, my poor Coral Wraith is now at enormous risk of perishing. Actually, no, not anymore. It's seaweed, that's the perisher. Did they place their Murdhampier better than I did? No, because their Murdhampier is now ineffective. Oh man, you had to poison me. Alright, beautiful. I think I only won this because of the summoner selection. But having said that, it's not exactly over yet. It's funny seeing how much their Murdhampier is healing for. It's hilarious seeing how much their Murdhampier is healing for. But what's more hilarious is seeing how much health my Murdhampier is obtaining throughout this battle. And also that Feasting Seaweed is rather brutal as well. I think that was a all-up decent team composition from me. Even if we did witness some David Attenborough moments from the opposing Demon Sharks. It's a good outcome for me. I don't think it cements me into Diamond 1, but I guess it's a poor concreting job. It's sort of like it's their first day on the job, the cement guys, and they're like, yeah, you're going to stay here. And they haven't done a really good job of what's the thing called where they get those long pieces of timber and screed. They haven't screed very well across the concrete. So the concrete's sort of like this just lumpy fried egg texture, holds nothing in place, with lots of air bubbles in it and stuff. That's me in Diamond 1. That's how secure I am. Secure as wet concrete. Alright. Spreading Fury. Holy Protection. Feels like a game for something involving a Quaddus, but I can't play a Quaddus, so... Oh, that's ugly. It's Grandmaster Wraith. I hope they play life, actually. I welcome my enemy playing life. Now, Alster or Dallin? I think it's gonna be... Yes, it's gonna be Deceiver. That's exactly what I'm going for. It's kind of like, but do I do it with Dallin? Or do I do it with Alster? I'm feeling Alster because if Deceiver does what Deceiver does best, which is actually get hit by combat, then we'll have something flinging back at the enemy. Now we have Spreading Fury as well. the other person who deals really nicely with Fury. Actually, let's just look for other backfires. Let's try and build a backfire exclusive team because we can't play Aquatis. Okay, let's not play a backfire exclusive team, but Pellicor Deceiver is our real MVP here. I better hurry up and start putting things into my team. I want magic, lots and lots of magic, because anything ranged is just going to get gobbled up. I feel like Gauladon will hit very hard. Oh no, time. You know what? Let's go with Cthulhu. Yeah. I was going to put Ra in, but with the risk of Life Splinter, oh god, what a great composition to put into my team. The only problem here is my back line is going to get utterly destroyed by Sandworm. I should have put Jin Murray at the very back. Okay. Why? Why Deceiver? You're enraged. There we go. We got a backfire. We got a reflect. It's beautiful. It's working exactly as intended. Okay, we got a stun. Hey, we got the kill, but now we've got to deal with the resurrect. And we're dead. Oh, that hurt. That hurt so much. Oh. Okay, we're in a better spot now because Jin Murray's not going to take as much damage from all these people. But our back line is in so much trouble. Come on, force field. Do your force fieldy thing. Shame about the void. Good blast. Bad death. Ancient Lich doesn't have last stand. Why doesn't Ancient Lich have last stand? Oh no, that's Sandworm. Oh, they just got out a cannon and shot the Ancient Lich. It wasn't even a fair match. That Ancient Lich got ripped to shreds. Although I can imagine an Ancient Lich rising from a, what do they call them? A sarcophagus. And then a sandworm just emerging through the floor of the crypt, busting through a wall and just absolutely eviscerating his lich. And the lich is sort of standing there like, what just happened? And then all of their mummified bandages just fall to the ground. The sandworm just bursts to the surface. The sandworm is the train. Sandworm is just, you know, just like in Frank Herbert's Dune, they are a form of transport and an unstoppable force. Ancient Lich was certainly not an unmovable object. Okay, back to the present. What even is my focus today? I haven't even been focusing on that at all. Sneak, snipe, or opportunity. Okay, well, this is super sneak, and it's spreading fury also. So, let's go Biz Kitty, and it's kind of like, I want to play Aquatis. Almo's going to go at the back. No, wait, Almo's not going to go at the back. We're going to go with Lurker at the back because when they inevitably get hit, the thorns are going to do something. Amplify is a thing that I should bring along. Queen Mycelia can be a very fragile object in my team composition here. I am using Biz Kitty. I feel like Desert Dragon is still going to be one of the greatest options to play. I don't know what Halfling Alchemist is going to do, but hopefully they will halve the enemy's attack. Acid Shooter can do something similar, except via cripple. Now we have 7 mana remaining, and with that 7 mana, let's go Dragon Jumper. and introduce some math.random to my battlefield attacks. Did I bring a rust? Yes, I did. Excellent news. Why did you go there, Dragon Jumper? Why did you not do the opportunity thing? Ah, because the super sneak overrules the opportunity. How perfect. It'd be nice if you could do your thing and dodge. You're a failure lurker. See what happens? Like, I don't trash these cards for like no reason at all. Oh, don't do it. Now retaliate again. Yes. You're a thing of beauty. Now live, Dragon Jumper. Live. But you couldn't stun. This is awful problematic. Because, yeah, I was afraid that was going to happen. I was afraid that he was going to get absolutely destroyed. And hey, look, I'm back in Diamond 2 again. That was 2 losses in a row. Alright then. Blast and Earthquake. Interesting rule set. Dragon's out. Life is in. Blue Splinters available. You're going to be really good in a blast rule set. Sandworm's going to be really good in this rule set. Now, we have to make sure that we play a Tidebiter. And this guy. Because we want to protect that Runemancer. Is there anyone with 4? Ooh, Genoshanus. Yes. You're going to be right at the back. Because then Sandworm can be protected. Runemancer Kai can be protected. Who's going to be our best tank? Phantom of the Abyss. Let's go. Gotta make you proud, Rick. I know this would be potentially your choice. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for putting up with this so far. That's a good kill. It's a really good kill. Getting rid of a mercenary so quickly. Whatever his name is. With the stuff and things. And the fact that he's snared. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful work by the Sandworm. Even more beautiful work by the Runemancer Kai. Don't care that Phantom of the Abyss is gone now. Oh, look at the dodge. Iron Jesus has come. It's the second coming. And bang, there goes Sandworm. Exactly as we wanted. That was fantastic. I could have also played the Pellicord Deceiver there, but I suspect that they would have been very Pellicord defective. That was a great battle. I liked that one. I enjoyed that one quite thoroughly. This one also I enjoyed, mainly because of my embellishment of what actually happened. Okay, 4 rating points. 4 rating points to Diamond 1. Yet again, the unending repetition continues repeating. I believe that's called recursion. But I'm no mathematician. That's why I'm no good at this game. 23 mana. Slow things with protection that is divine somehow. What does their green Splinter game look like? Looks like I can get around that with a sneak. But their life Splinter game. Well, looks like I can get around that with a... Choices. Very much choices available here. Let's go Lorna. No, we don't need to go Lorna. Everyone's already got a shield. Okay, let's not go Lorna. Let's go... Not Lux. We don't want to bring speed into the equation. Because I really want to use Bloodlust ability. Jared Scar is a slow one. General Sloan is also a slow one. We need a slow ranged. Ooh. Evangelist. That's a card I haven't seen in a while for some reason. I don't know why. But they're coming along to this party. Look at all these. It's like a smorgasbord of slow life Splinter. That's brilliant. For everything that we want to do here. Do we go with a cleanse? Because healing is out of the question unless we drop Evangelist. But I kind of want that Rust and that Inspire. Because that's going to be 5 damage every single turn. It's going to be brutal. Maybe we just go with Celestial Harpy because they're going to hit anyway. We don't bring the Soul Fiend along because it's reverse speed. Oh, thank goodness they didn't bring Thorns. You know, a small relief. Now, please Evangelist attack first. Oh no. Jared Scar got absolutely wrecked. Did Evangelist miss? Yeah, that was painful. I thought about that well. I did point out that they were vulnerable to sneak, and did I bring any sneak? No. I don't think Celestial Harpy counted. It was also 5 monsters versus 6 monsters, which is also a terrible idea. And something you should certainly not do. More divine shields, except this time with melee. I think Skugor might have a go here. And because it's divine shield, I think Exploding Rats can have a go. Anti-platoon. Come one, come all. Where are the other scavengers? It's going to be Scavenge City. Who's going to be the last one to join? Halfling Alchemist. Let's see how this goes. Probably not well. I know when I'm defeated. The defeat is constant. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Exploding Rats get absolutely destroyed by Jared Scar. The Enrage can't do anything when you're dead. I knew that was going to happen. And now we're just not going to be able to hit anything. And we are defeated again. The good news is I'm losing to the same people again and again and again. Which means that as they rank up, I'm losing less and less points, but I've scuttled my rating quite a bit. I'll get over it one day. This was a very enticing battle for like 10 seconds until I saw that it was also Little League. And I don't believe I've done a llama plus creature, but I can't do a llama plus creature here. So I am in a very big spot of trouble if they have a Mylor, because I don't have a Mylor. So I'm going to go with Fernhardt and try and employ all the possible range that I can. Oh, it makes it more fun for me, being a terrible player. At least I see myself as a terrible player if I'm losing more games than I'm winning. I'm a harsh critic of myself. I don't know if I want to bring a Fungus Fiend. It might be a free kill for them, but I just feel like my team's really fragile here. But having said that, look at what they brought. It was a Mylor. Okay. Beautiful scatter shot. Unfortunately, Epona has immunity. And thorns. Very lucky to have not been poisoned at this stage. Not that I have a heal on hand to help me out. Oh, there it is. There's the affliction. Okay, now if you could kindly die, Halfling Alchemist. Oh, the miss. You see, it would have been better if they died when Epona was on 1 health, not on 2 health. Oh, so frustrating. That self-repair. Oh, good. We get at least 1 hit on Dr. Blight before we perish. We've poisoned him. We did it. I'm astonished. And that was against Tara's KP, who is another person who's been around the Hive blockchain forever and ever and ever. I'm pretty sure Tara's would own Epona. Let's go have a look. View cards. Owned. Green Splinter. Legendary. Yep. Tara's owns Epona. Tara's is the sort of guy that would just go and get what they want. Put it in their own hands. And hang on to it for dear life. Epona super expensive right now. Let's go look. Legendary. Green. Man, $10 for a Queen Mycelia. I find that insane. It's so cheap. So cheap. Anyway, we're here looking for Epona. 179 per BCX. That's held up its price well. And then for rent via high levels, wow. 4,000, almost 4,000 DEC per day. That is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I wonder if Epona has dropped in price recently at all. That'd be interesting. But yeah, it's still a very, very pricey card. Well, level 1 just gets you the strengthen, but I think that the best benefit on Epona comes from that repair. They are a very, very tough nut to crack. But hey, on the bright side, they'll shuffle out of rotation when Rebellion comes out. So they'll be banished from Modern League. No point making that argument though if you're playing in Wild League, which I haven't done for a very long time. I have 30 seconds left here, so it's time to start saying my tearful goodbyes to you all. We have Jayron coming up next, who'll be coming to you also from Australia Town. His show is called the FOMO Hour, and he will be indeed FOMOing about things. I've been Holazor, at least I think I've been. I've descended from Diamond 1 to Diamond 2 today, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.